last 2 days, fucking warm, right? Yeah, warm as a motherfucker, right? Yeah. I love that expression. It gets warm and Hoboken's fucking bustling, you know? All of a sudden people are out again. You haven't seen people in a while. All of a sudden this place is fucking crawling with people all day long, right? They're all doing that Hoboken dance. I call it the Hoboken dance. It's when you get to the corner and it's like, are they actually going to yield to the pedestrian? Are they? What the fuck, right? Like, you don't know, right? And the fucking, all the people from Bergen County, they just blow through those motherfuckers. Fuck them. Right? They don't give a shit. They're on their way to the fucking Madison, you know, to fucking get down. So yeah, it's warm as a motherfucker, right? I love that expression. It was 20 fucking 2 days ago. Now it's 29 and people are fucking, it's warm as shit. Let's go out. Right? It's warm as a motherfucker. Love that. Motherfucker. I love that expression, you know? People are always like, oh man, you're one obvious downside. You have to fuck your mother. Right? Speaking of which, the other day, yeah, so I go home to visit my parents, and I get home, and my mother's like, have you been talking to any of your old friends from high school and shit? And I'm like, not really, fuck those dudes, right? And she's like, oh, well, you know, they all said that you could check them out on my face. What? I'm like, what the fuck did they say to you? That's fucked up. And she's like, oh no, it's that social networking site. And I'm like, oh, you mean adultfriendfinder.com. Yeah. So if you laughed at that joke, that I'm Hoboken Hottie 69. Yeah, stop correcting me. It is, I'm not into scatting, okay? I am into skating, both ice and in line. Scatting is something totally different. And I'm not into the Cleveland Steamer. Is that Jersey City Jockey? Because I've been checking you out. So yeah, it's getting fucking warm out, you know? It's nice. And like, it's funny, it gets warm out, and I'm out today, like walking around like every other dork. I walked down to the river and read a book. Because I'm sensitive. Just trying to get laid, alright? I can't read. It's just a prop. So I'm down at the river, and I'm down at the river, I'm thinking, oh wow, it's warm, and all of a sudden, fucking broom, broom, all these fucking bikes are going by, you know? I forgot it gets warm and these fucking biker clubs start rolling around. What's with these dudes? Biker clubs, really? I mean, biker gangs, now I get it. You deal drugs, you kill people, that's cool. But motorcycle clubs, really? Come on. I mean, like, let's put it in perspective. I like to swim, but when it gets warm out, I don't call up all my dude friends and be like, hey, it's warm out. Why don't we put on some Speedos and go do some laps? It's not like that, you know? But you know what I like about when it starts getting warm? And it's not even warm, it's like fucking 30 degrees. But what I like about when it gets warm is I went to the Hudson Tavern last night. And like during the day it's somewhat warm, but at night it's still like 12 degrees. Let's face it, right? But of course, fucking some bitch from Bergen County is wearing a mini skirt and a tank top. I mean, she's got Uggs on, so it's warm. But a mini skirt and a tank top, I was freezing my balls off, and I had on a fucking scarf and a sweater. Shit. So I see this girl, and honestly, my first thought was, I guess I'm not gonna need these roofies. But after that, I started thinking, you know, I don't know much about anything, and like, you know, the whole blah, 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 war on terror, we're winning, we're losing, I don't fucking know, the war on terror, whatever. I'm just happy as a guy that we are losing the war on female insecurity being an issue. I am loving that, because I swear to God, and this is a fact, you can look it up, every time a plane lands in Los Angeles, 50 fake titties roll off the shelf and come out of the box. So, one of my friends went and got some fake titties recently, or if you're into semantics, breast implants, whatever, fake titties. My friend went and got some fake titties, and I'm thinking, damn, those are fine, right? And so she comes over and she's like acting like, hey, what's up? Let's just hang out. Like, I don't have these fake titties. Like the last time we hung out, I had no titties, and now I got the big titties. But let's just pretend that didn't happen. But I can't do that. So like the whole time, she's talking to me, and I'm like, and she's like, my face is up here. Why are you staring at my chest? So I'm like, listen, all right, let's pretend we're in my neighborhood, and my neighbor puts an addition on his house, right? I'm not gonna walk past his house and be like this, like, I'm not going to see what happened. I want to look at the new construction. I want to analyze it. I want to see if the carpenters left any scars under the windows. I want to see, you know, I want to know how this went down. You know, and I'm probably apt to walk around the house and look and see if they put a mural over the garage, because I want to know if that house is a whore. So that's the way I'm looking at things. What else do I want to talk about tonight? Okay? Octomom. First of all, I hope she's in Spider-Man 3. Octomom's battle with mental illness. Crazy eights. I don't know what that means, but because it says crazy eights, but she has 14 kids. But we'll get to that. Okay. So you read this article. This is front page news in New York, the most advanced city in the world. You read this article, and this is the best part. First of all, she married some guy named something Gutierrez, Carlos Gutierrez, and then they act like it's crazy that she has 14 kids. Really? And I bet they have one car, and it's got one spinner wheel, and one of the fenders isn't painted like the rest of the car. We've heard this story a million times.